Hey y'all, it's me back with another video. I ain't did that in a long time. Okay, y'all, I'm here to do mindfulness, and then after I do that, that's it. I may not see you anymore. So it is coming from the book How to Be Mindful by Anna Barnes. And this book was purchased at Barnes and Nobles. Let's see, let's see. This time I'm gonna pick one. Usually I just open a book and get one. Well, let's get this one. It says meditate to switch off stress. And I like to show you guys the page so you can see. This book has some really good artwork. So you can see the artwork. It says meditate to switch off stress. The more frequently you worry, the more your sympathetic sympathetic nervous system kicks in. This triggers your fight or flight response. Stress hormones are released into the bloodstream, heart rate increases, muscles constrict, and blood pressure rises. To reduce this stress response, you can consciously turn on the sympathetic, yeah, sympathetic nervous system, which restores your body to a calm state. Meditation is excellent for this. Simply sit and focus on some deep, slow breaths. Be aware of each inhalation and exhalation. Notice the movement of your body as you breathe. And if your mind throws up distractions, gently bring it back to your breath. Within a few minutes, you will feel back in balance, fully alert for the next task. And it's really interesting where it says that stress sends your body into the fight or flight, and the stress hormone is released into the body, and that stress hormone causes a lot of problems. The raising of the blood pressure, the stress hormone. I think the stress hormone is cortisol. I think it's cortisol. It's one of those that will can also mess up your digestive system. It can cause you to retain fat. It can cause constipation, diarrhea, vomiting. Stress can cause all type of things. If you have a whole lot of that stress hormone constantly in your body, you're just not going to feel well. You're going to be sick. Because if your body is always in that, fight or flight, don't know if I should go, oh, should I go, all that kind of stuff, you constantly fighting, you're constantly trying to calm yourself down. Adrenaline is constantly pumping in your body. You're putting your body through way too much stress. Way too much. Like, the body is not designed for us to live in a stressful state a lot. So if you are in a stressful job, if you're in a job where, especially if you're dealing with people, like if you're in customer service or whatever, of course, it's going to be more stressful. You're dealing with other people's attitude. Well, jobs, you're dealing with other people's attitudes, period. Just your coworkers, your boss, your supervisor, and everything. You have to deal with their attitudes, and then you got to deal with the customers. You got to go through all that kind of stuff. Then you got to go home. Your kids then acted up at school. You got to deal with the teachers, the principal, whatever. Then you got to come home. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with your child. You got to whip their butt, whatever. And so by the time you get home from work, you are already at a stress level of a 7 or 8. We only get 10. I'm only taking you up to a 10. And if you higher than a 10, you got a whole lot of work to do. But by the time you get home, your stress level is already high. So you need to be doing things every day to bring the stress level down. And meditation is just perfect. Get your crystals. Make it a point that before you go to bed, you release your day. De-stress before you go to bed. Release your day. If you are the type of person that, take a bath, you want to cut your meditation, you want to squeeze everything in, meditate in the bathtub. That warm water, you can meditate. You can do your meditation in the bathtub. You can, drop your essential oils in the bathtub and just sit back, close your eyes, get one of those bath pillows, and just sit back in that warm water and close your eyes and just be conscious of your breathing. Be conscious of your breath. Be conscious of the water, how it feels, how soothing it is. And be conscious of the aromatherapy. Light your candles. My little aromatherapy diffuser turns colors. So I turn the light off in the bathroom and just have the diffuser that is, turning. Do y'all know that this is an ASMR thing? I'm gonna have to do this. This is some type of ASMR where people just come on and just be going like this in the video. Okay. I digress. Let me reel myself back in. But yeah, just sit in the bathtub for a while and do your meditation there. And plus that's time saving also. Because then when you get out, you can just go to bed. Because you've done your meditation, you have released the day. So when you start the next day, you're starting fresh. Because you don't want to add stress on top of stress, on top of stress, on top of stress, on top of stress. You don't want to do that. You should decompress every day. That's, the end of the day is the part of the day that I really enjoy with my husband because he comes home from work and, we sit and talk about what happened at work. He always has some interesting stories. And, we decompress because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning by the time he gets home. We sit and talk about, what happened at work and we laugh. And then I give him time to himself so he can, come all the way down. He does what he does. Sometimes he exercises, then he'll get in the shower or, whatever. But I love the fact that he always takes time to decompress. When he comes home, he has his own little system that he uses. But decompress every day. Decompress, de-stress. Be mindful of what's going on. Mindful of what you bring, the energy that you bring into your home after work, after whatever. Okay? All right. Well, that's our mindfulness. I may see you later. And if I don't, be mindful. Okay? I love you guys. Now I'll talk to you later. Bye.